Hello everyone, and welcome to my DOOL Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The spoilers for Thursday, October 26th episode of Days of Our Lives indicate that Xander Cook called Sloane Peterson and reaffirmed his willingness to go to any lengths to obtain Victoria Horton's custody. Upon Maggie Kyriakis' arrival at the door, she immediately attacked Xander for attempting to kidnap her granddaughter and portrays Sarah Horton as an unsuitable mother. Because Sarah had lied to him over her paternity, Xander contended that she was unfit, and he also attacked Maggie for having lied to him. Xander softened and apologized when Maggie gave his explanation for why she was unable to defy Sarah's desires. When Xander inquired about Maggie's reaction to Victor Kyriakis' passing, she said that Konstantin Milana's visit was beneficial. That was good news for Xander, who received some guidance from Maggie over prioritizing Victoria. Maggie left after expressing her hope that Xander and Sarah might resolve their differences. On Thursday's episode of Days, Konstantin talked on the phone with Theresa Donovan at the Kyriakis mansion. Theresa argued that she wasn't trying to scare Alex Kyriakis away since she was playing the long game. After Sarah heard Konstantin bring up Xander in that phone chat, he concocted a tale about spreading rumors about the custody dispute to someone in Greece. Xander wasn't very popular there, so Konstantin pretended to be sharing his most recent infraction. Little Victoria was also introduced to Konstantin, who offered to put her to sleep. After Sarah left, Victoria heard Konstantin mutter to her that her namesake was a son of a bitch. Upon Maggie's return, Konstantin displayed a massive painting of Victor that had been ordered as a present. After sobbing uncontrollably, Maggie finally left the room to fix her makeup because she was so grateful. Victor's portrait was addressed by Konstantin, who said that Victor shouldn't have to accept a meager portion of Alex's wealth. Konstantin pretended that Victor could now watch it all after he said he could have Maggie's. On Thursday's episode of Days, Theresa was shocked when Alex staggered over in the park, appearing to be covered in blood. Theresa was reassured by Alex that everything was well, and he clarified that some demonstrators were angry that Titan had disturbed the habitat of some turtles. They'd put fake blood all over Alex's dress shirt since they thought Titan had blood on their hands. Alex tried to get Theresa to come along after he made a suggestion that he would need assistance getting dressed and taking a shower. Theresa persuaded him to take her to lunch, reasoning that they should continue with Alex's suggestion that they get to know one another better. After getting dressed, Alex went to the town square where he and Theresa seated at a restaurant table. Theresa appeared apprehensive, and soon Xander strolled up to warn Alex about Theresa pursuing his riches. Later, Theresa hoped Alex wouldn't believe Xander, but Alex reassured her that he was aware of Xander was merely envious of his being Victor's heir. Chad DeMera and Stephanie Johnson's Abigail Clean door was knocked on, but when Chad answered it, no one was present. Chad, decked up as a vampire, stood by as Stephanie finished assembling her own costume. Chad looked uneasy when Stephanie eventually showed up, decked up in a witchy outfit complete with tiara. Chad said that Abigail DeMera had worn a very identical costume the last time they celebrated Halloween together, prompting Stephanie to ask what was wrong. Stephanie removed the disguise and walked to the pub wearing her regular clothing because she didn't want to annoy Chad or the children. After school, Kate Roberts Brady took Thomas and Charlotte DeMera to the pub, where they displayed their costumes and had some candy. Steve Johnson, Kayla Johnson, and Marlena Evans were present to assist with assembling the treat packages. When Stephanie and Chad arrived, Stephanie was questioned about her simple outfit. Stephanie then said that the outfit she had chosen wasn't quite appropriate and didn't really fit anyhow. Though Kayla had to leave for work on Thursday's episode of Days, she grabbed Steve by the elbow and asked him not to push Chad toward marriage any longer. But Steve ended up having a private conversation with Chad about how Stephanie had moved in with him and was supporting him with his children. Steve believed that Stephanie was prepared for marriage, regardless of what she claimed. Steve recommended that Chad quit the relationship for the benefit of all parties involved if he was unable to provide Stephanie with what she needed and wasn't in it for the long run. Afterwards, Chad confronted Stephanie and demanded an open response. When Stephanie stated she didn't want to get married, Chad questioned whether she was telling the truth, which made Stephanie uneasy. Sarah was appreciative when Kayla decided to bring her back on a part-time basis at the hospital on Thursday's DOOL show, since she knew this would benefit her custody fight. In the town square, Sarah also ran into Xander, but she declined to have coffee and try to work things out. Rather, Sarah hurried off, saying she would seek Xander in court. When Kayla returned to her office, an agitated Steve paid her a visit and implied that he might have caused issues for Stephanie and Chad. Stay in for updates on Stephanie and Chad's chaotic relationship, as spoilers on Days of Our Lives indicate they will have more problems to deal with. According to teasers on Days of Our Lives, Tate Black will regrettably turn into an even bigger nuisance. Tate had been treated harshly by Brady Black ever since he did some expensive damage and was expelled from boarding school. Things will worsen before they get better, despite Brady's optimism that his tough love method can help Tate turn his life around. Tate obviously doesn't follow the rules and doesn't pay attention to his parents most of the time. Since she brought Tate back to Salem with Brady, Theresa Donovan hasn't been overly worried about her son. Theresa's plan with Konstantin Milionis and her desire to secure a future with wealthy Alex Kyriakis are clearly consuming her attention. Days teasers, however, indicate that Theresa is about to receive a serious wake-up call regarding Tate's reputation as a troublemaker soon. In a recently released extended preview video, Rafe Hernandez is shown escorting Tate out from the Salem Police Department while he is handcuffed. Brady, Theresa, Alex, and Justin Kyriakis, who is expected to represent Tate, are all present to observe. Regarding Tate's involvement in this situation, it might be related to Holly Jonas' impending medical emergency. Several behind-the-scenes clues and an additional video clip seem to indicate that Holly will end up in the hospital after overdosing. According to teasers for Days, Holly will require life support and will undoubtedly have challenges in surviving. Tate will be sharing a lot of scenes with Holly in the upcoming months, so he might get arrested in relation to all the drug drama. Days spoilers indicate that Holly and Tate will be related in terms of upcoming storylines, since Holly is expected to pursue a romantic relationship after moving over her infatuation with Johnny DeMira. Tate might be afraid that if he points the blame, someone would take revenge on him or perhaps Holly. Tate might become agitated if Holly's narcotics originate from Clyde Weston's James Reed enterprise. In any case, based on spoilers from Days of Our Lives, Brady and Theresa should prepare for the worst when it comes to Tate's legal troubles. Stay tuned for more information as it develops. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.